Hello and welcome back to my portfolio videos where I talk about all of my investments and dividends that come in. This week my total portfolio value is £5,545.20 and it was down 0.1% this week. Bit of a slow week. It started off pretty bad. I think at one point I was down 0.7%. And yeah, I didn't think it was going to recover that quickly, but it pulled back up towards the end of the week, which I'm happy about. I think it could have been due to all of the stuff happening in America, as a lot of my investments are in American companies. The stocks I bought this week was Diageo, £14.47. The extra of £4.47 is from the dividends from the previous week. I invested £10 in Shell and £10 in realty income. I did the realty income one because I like to see that dividends go up every month, which I should be receiving next week, I believe. And Shell was a solid investment. I believe it was up this week, which I'm quite happy about. And Diageo, I'm just trying to get that dollar cost averaging down from what it was, and hopefully make a profit at some point soon. The biggest winners of the week, we had Nvidia 9.31%, Meta 9%, and Starbucks 5.39%, all looking really good. Nvidia and Meta, I believe, are now positive from that, which is amazing. As you can see here, the weekly gain was 9.31%. Overall for Nvidia, I'm 13.19% up. I have around about one share in Nvidia overall, and my dollar cost averaging for that is £138.68. As you can see by the diagram, they had a pretty solid week. I know it says a different percentage there, but that is including the previous Friday, whereas I go from Monday to Friday. But it has seen a solid trend upwards recently, which I'm quite happy about. Meta, again 9% up. Overall, I'm now at 3.91% on that stock, which is amazing. Nearly half a share in it. It's quite an expensive stock, as you can see by the dollar cost averaging. It's £479.26. And you can see just about broke through that even barrier on Friday, I believe that was, and it just continued to go up and then top out $668, which is amazing. As Meta has been one of those ones where I've struggled a bit with being down on it and debating whether to just cash it out. But as I was saying, I need to do more research and make sure my investments are solid. So we'll have it in there for now, but it eventually might be one that goes, as it doesn't pay the most dividends in the world, and it's a bit of an unpredictable stock. Starbucks 5.39% up, overall 17.6% up. I have 2.37 shares in Starbucks and average cost of £67.32. This one seems to have had a big uptick one day and it just stayed at that price, which is always nice. Starbucks has been quite nice to me. The dividends it's been paying me has been good, and clearly the return has been pretty solid so far as well. I remember being a bit concerned about it when I first bought it, as I was very much in the red at one point, but it's been going well recently, so I'm quite happy with that. My biggest losers, which, as we can tell from the start of the week, or from the start of the video, were bigger than the wins. Pepsi down 7.11%, not ideal. Rolls-Royce 4.37%, and Samsung 4.09%. Pepsi, the weekly returns, after, as I just mentioned, was 7.11% down. Overall, that has taken me down to the negative 6.29%. Not ideal, but it's a good dividend payer, so I want to keep that in there. May even buy some next week just to since I'm down on it, I may as well drop the dollar cost average, which is at £109.30, and is currently trading at $137.40. As you can see, I was above at one point in the week, but only briefly, and it's just trended downwards since. I have 2.1 shares in that. Looking to add some more to it, as I said, really good dividend payer, so very happy to keep that going. And the rivalry it has with Coke is one to look at, as it'll take some consumers away, and it's always going to be there. I think it's just a staple in the soft drinks businesses. Rolls-Royce, 4.27% down this week. Overall, I'm still up 27.93%, which is amazing. So I'm not really worried about that. I've got 14.22 shares in it, which I'll add 2 more at some point, as it's a fairly cheap stock. As you can see, it's only £11.24, meaning the dividends I'll get from that will be even more as my number of shares goes up. As you can see, just kind of continued to drop from the previous Friday, but nowhere near being in the negative on that overall, so I'm not worried one bit. I believe it'll bounce back up at some point, not concerned. Samsung, 4.09% down on that. Still up 199.48%, so could not be happier. Again, as I mentioned last time, I think it is down to the chip shortages, which isn't really a concern for me. I think it'll carry on being a strong business. If it continues to drop more, I might buy a few more shares, as I only have 0.07. So if hindsight's an amazing thing, but if I'd put all my money into it, I'd have made a massive profit. But you don't know that, which is why you don't diversify. But still really happy with the performance on it. My dollar cost average is £1,203.36. Really expensive stock, but so worth it from when I bought it, as it is now at $4,834. As I said, massive increases, and I think I just got in at the right time, very luckily. Not saying I'm a genius or anything, just very lucky to have got in when I did. But really happy with its performance. The dividends, my favourite part of the video, not this week. I received nothing this week in dividends, which is unfortunate, but it happens. You're not going to get paid every week, but hopefully I should get some through next week. I can update this and update my graph, which, as you can see by it, it had a very good June, as I previously mentioned, being over £16. Eventually, I want to get to £1 a day in a month from dividends returns, which would be awesome. But at the moment, we're only at 89p this month. As I said, I think I'll have more to come anyway. So I'll hopefully boost it up a bit. As long as I get above that £1 threshold, I'll be happy. But yeah, that is it for this week's update. Not much has happened, but it's always good to be investing in the market. As everybody always quotes, time in the market beats timing the market. So we'll keep doing that, and hopefully we'll see the returns come through very soon. But thank you all for watching. I hope to see anybody in the next video, and please make sure you like and subscribe and leave any comments you want about the video or your own investments down below. Thank you very much.